Hi folks, welcome back. In this episode we get a new project car. Stay tuned. So those of you who have been here from the beginning know that I like my 350Zs, and I've went through a number of them over the years, building some show cars. And recently, well, this has been my project for the last 5 years now. It's been a while, it's took a lot longer than what I've anticipated it to do. But basically created wide body kit, made all my own moulds which are up here, made some carbon fibre parts. I'm in the process of doing the rear diffuser just now, which I don't think I've made a video on. I'll maybe make one at the end. Still to make moulds for all these little fins and stuff. I'm hoping to do that in the next few weeks, and that will then complete the diffuser. And after the diffuser, I'm kind of at a point where all the carbon work is done. It's not finished to the stage of like show finish. It's still to be sanded and clear coated and fitted correctly. But the inside is basically needing the wire and harnesses put back in, and the engine harness wired up. I'll see if I can get into this just now. So a few years ago, bought an LS3 engine for it, got the fitting kit from LOJ Conversions, all fitted perfectly, and unfortunately it's just sat here for a while now. I'm just going to put that back down. So yeah, front bumper's done, everything's kind of done, just needs tidied up. I don't think anyone's seen these yet. So Volt T37 magnesium wheels, which I've had centre lock adapters made for. I've got the full big Brembo brake kit brand new on it. The full underside, if you've looked through the channel a few years back, full underside's been restored, powder coated, full roll cage in it. So we're getting close. Made the full carbon fibre roof replacement. I don't know if you see it in there. Yeah, it's full carbon fibre, pretty solid. So it's got a V-weave on it, if you can see it there. So we made all that as well. The spoiler is upstairs. So it's close, it's very close, but there's just time, need more time spent on it, and I think I'm going to get that time soon, hopefully this year anyway. So again, had this car now, this is my unicorn car, had that for 3 years maybe coming up now, and this is my car I'm planning on keeping, number 99 of 300 380 RS, absolutely beautiful condition. From Japan. It is lovely, nice to drive, but I plan on keeping it pretty stock basically. I think I put a new Amuse titanium exhaust system on it and some sports cats, and I think that's been about it. Oh, the rear lights, changed the rear lights over to the clear Nismo lights. But this car is going in, when's this video coming out now, I think. Yeah, so this car will be going in the new garage build when it's finished, to keep it away from all this kind of workshop area, because it has been a bit of a minefield moving it back and forward, keeping it out of the way of things that we're doing in here, and I obviously don't want it damaged. So the plan for the new garage is always to get this car and another car possibly out there, out the way. So I still have my silver Nismo out the back door, which I'll be selling this year, as long with some Nismo parts. I need to really absolutely clear this place out. Some nice exhausts here. I've got a Nismo exhaust there, I've got an ARK exhaust, I've got another Amuse exhaust up there, my original Nismo exhaust off the 380 RS, which I'll be keeping. But yeah, loads of parts here that I really need to get rid of, because I need to put some money into new build. And out the blue, it's took 4 months for this car to get here because it's came from Japan. Kept it quiet. There's a couple of people who've stopped by the shop just for picking things up. I kind of spoke to them about it. So there has been a couple of people that knew this car was coming. But yeah, even when it arrived, I was so surprised. So here we have it. It's another 380 RS, and it's already had some modifications done to it. It's got an MCR bonnet, MCR front canards. I put the Volk wheels on it. I did have the original Nismo wheels, which are up here. I've put my Volk wheels on it because it needed to go to get passed for an MOT, and those tyres up there were shot. So yeah, I've already put them on it. Trying to think what else we've got. There's loads of nice parts in this car. Obviously the wing mirrors were not original. I've put them on because I've took the small wing mirrors off to refurb. Massive Sea West spoiler, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning spoiler. It's got a fiberglass boot lid. So what's happened is I've basically started this without making a video. Right, so for my plans, what I'm planning to do is, and what I've always wanted to do with the 350Z, but couldn't really justify it, was put an Amuse superleggera wide body kit on it. Now, if anyone knows these kits, they're super expensive, super hard to get, and I kind of got lucky. One came up at the right time when I was looking, and that never happened. So we've got one out in the garage just now. So hopefully very soon this car is going in for a full respray. So a little bit of history in this car. It's got 70,000 miles on it, which is about 110,000 kilometres. So it's been used, but unfortunately I can't get up in the ramps right now. But underside is immaculate, and I mean it is immaculate, which really shocked me, because when I seen pictures of this car, basically it had stickers on it. It's things that just, it's as if the car had been built very nicely and then somebody else had bought it and then just put a load of garbage stickers and stuff on it. So I'll flash back, I'll put some pictures up just now of what the car looked like when I bought it. What happened was it came up for auction and I missed it. I assumed it had sold. We never kind of get things aligned correctly at the time. I wanted to buy it, but at the time I spoke to my guy and he spoke to the guy in Japan, we kind of missed it and it went away and that was it. I never really thought anything else of it. I thought, oh well, missed it. See if it's open. It appeared another month or so later, it appeared back up and I got the message to say that it had been put back up. So I thought, right, buy it, let's buy it. Now, again, I'll put some pictures up of what it was like when I bought it. I fitted the Momo steering wheel that's on the superleggera car. Also made this little carbon fibre plaque here. I've put a new full centre console on it because the other one had been painted and it was horrible looking. I still need to get a stereo for it. I've changed the door handles and things, they would all been painted. But yeah, the car is still, once I swapped all those parts out, the car is pretty nice on the inside. So, right, let's see. The other thing, again, wait till you see the picture of this bonnet before it was, not the bonnet, this in here. So basically, we've got still in airboxes, and I think that is only modification done, Nismo oil cap, stuff like that. There's a little plaque here, number 26. Now it's got an MCR power, which is the ECU tune on it. Wee Cusco Japan radiator shroud here. But yeah, everything's clean. But if you look at the pictures that I'll put on the screen just now, you'll see that the previous owner had wrapped everything in gold foil, and I mean everything. It was under, the funniest place I found it, so it was under all here, all round the back. There probably is still a bit down here. I think I'm waiting to get it back up in the ramp. I'm sure there's a little bit tucked away under there at the gearbox I still need to take off. But it was in the brake fluid compartment, the battery compartment, it was under the windscreen shroud there, and the actual window motor was covered in this gold tape. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible to take off, but I got it done. A couple of nights just persevering. Now you can see the suspension here. This is MCR suspension, which took me a little bit of time to figure out what suspension it was. It is MCR Crimson, I think it was, so adjustable suspension, and when you look at it, it is red, blue, silver. It's amazing looking, really good stuff. And this was all extra. I didn't know this was on the car when I bought it. It's got some groove discs in there. No, I don't think I'll be able to show you it. Let's see, a wee bit blue in there. So yeah, extra suspension, which is a few £1,000s over here in the UK to get, which was good. The wing's a few £1,000, the bonnet's over £1,000. Everything was just little bonuses. But we're going to change the bonnet, that's coming off and getting sold. The massive wing and the boot lid will be getting sold, because the superleggera kit uses this bonnet over here. That one's a carbon copy of it, pretty close copy, and it's got the water trays underneath it. So we're going to use that along with the genuine superleggera kit I got. Everything looks amazing. I'll go out, I'll take another shot once we're by here. We'll go out to the garage and we'll take it all out and I'll show you it. But yeah, biggest surprise I got was, I don't know if I showed you it there, but when we go around the back here, again, buying from auction, you get very limited. You get basically something that says aftermarket exhaust, and the pictures are so bad you can't tell. Now it's an Amuse one again, which I had plans for this car when I bought it. I already had an Amuse exhaust here, and now it came with one fitted. But even better, when I raised it up, it's got the full titanium exhaust, so full back box, centre pipe, Y pipe, decap pipes, and headers, full titanium. Everything. I couldn't believe my luck, because when you add that up on the website, that's about a £10,000 exhaust. Now, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is going to be such a good Amuse replica car when it's got the full exhaust on it already. Decent suspension. We'll get all the kit on it. A few other things that I'll do to try and make it our own, but I want to kind of keep it looking like the pictures you would see if you googled this car. So on the original car, so they used a track wheel, which I think was a Volk track wheel or something. But the pictures you'll see, it was a BBS LMR wheel. It was a 20-inch wheel. It had silver insets with a chrome lip round about them. Looked really nice, and I priced them up, and they were ridiculous money. And I mean, you had to import them. They were only, the wheel pattern was different, so they used adapters on the show car, the Amuse show car. So it was a 5x120, whereas these are 5x114. So what I'm going to do is, rather than buy that wheel and then use adapters, I'm going to get a custom set of wheels that look similar, made for it, and I can get them made any size, any spec, any width. So once the body kit's fitted and I can measure exactly where I want these wheels to be, yeah, that's the route I'm going for. It's not a cheap route, but it's definitely not as expensive as buying the originals and then buying spacers and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. The mirrors that came on it were, they're hiding in the box, Craft Square, the little square ones, carbon fibre square ones. They came with white, well, the bases had been painted white and the mirrors were black, and the paint job on all these wee extra bits had been painted were terrible. So I took these off, got these on for the MOT. I don't know what route I'm going down. I might just get a set of these painted white while the whole car's getting painted. Or I might put the carbon ones back on and get the base plate sprayed black. So yeah, when you see the pictures beforehand, you can probably still, I can see them anyway. There's a lot of shadow ghosting where the stickers have been. But the new kit is basically, so you've got a new bonnet, wings, there's a couple of vent fins, you've got side skirts, rear arches. I'll be putting a new boot lid on it, so I'll be taking the fiberglass one off. Mainly because they've painted this is obviously Perspex, but they've painted it black, so you can't see out of it at all, and it annoys me. This is going to be a car that I use. So I'm going to put a metal roof, boot lid back on it, get that fully painted white inside and out, and I'll just sell this with the wing probably. As you can see, the back end, a little bit of discoloration just from the lights being in there, but yeah, everything's very nice. It's not been in any crashes, which is always good when you're buying a car with about 4 pictures. It's good to see it and see that it's not actually had any damage. The inside, I'll maybe re-drill these. The hole for these is back here, so I've got another set of these. I'll maybe drill them and bring them out a little bit. But yeah, everything else is tidy enough. This has been an old, some sort of old like light they've used for the window. So when you step on the brakes, that lights up red. Crap. The amount of wiring I took out, so at the front here, the pictures I've seen, there was start switches, so push start button. There was, what else was there? There was a button to take off traction control, a couple other wee switches and dead switches and things everywhere. So I stripped all out, and the amount of wiring I took out. That there was like audio wiring as well, different speakers in the doors, just all a bit older, old Alpine ones, with wooden Alpine spacers and things. So I just wanted to take it all back, keep it simple. And luckily, once I'd done all that, I started it up and it fired up first time. I was starting to panic because I took the immobiliser out as well because it was acting up. So yeah, taking all that wiring out is a little bit of a fingers crossed moment. But luckily it had been wired up really nice where it was all just little snap-on crimps. So if you've undone all them, just put a wee bit of tape around about where the wire had been spliced into, always good. So this is the rear bumper. As I say, I kind of started doing this before thinking about making a video. So this has got some catches on it that were obviously to hold down the spoiler. I'll bring this back down. So because I'm taking all this kit off to put the other kit on, I was not lucky, I'd kind of planned this for a while, but I managed to get another genuine V3 rear bumper off a car that I bought for parts. So that is the bumper I'm going to use to mount the superleggera rear lip to. The superleggera just uses the existing bumper, and then it's a kind of bottom half lip kit that comes out an extra 3 inches, I think. It's a big monstrous rear bumper. So rather than use this one, I'm going to use that one. Mainly because I can then keep the white back bumper, the white front bumper, and the side skirts, and all these little arch extensions, because these come off for the superleggera kit. I will keep all that to the side, just for future, basically. So yeah, this spoiler is just amazing, absolutely amazing. It's got a dry carbon mounting plate, which is really nice. It's kind of, you can feel the texture through it. But yeah, I've not got a use for it. The superleggera kit comes with a spoiler which isn't as massive as this, but yeah, if I keep this, where's it going to live, really, realistically? I don't even think it's worth keeping for that car, because the one I've got for that car is wider than this. This is 1450mm, and the one I've got for the other car that will go on it eventually is 1800mm, just to bring it out to the size of the arches. So my goodness, this is the longest I've ever spoken in a video. So yeah, what I'll do is we'll wrap it up in here and we'll go out to the other garage and I'll get the superleggera kit out and we'll get a wee look through that. Good old Scottish winter time. So yeah, silver Nismo is parked out here for the time being, but yeah, we'll get this up for sale this year. I don't really need it anymore. I've got 2 RS's, for goodness sake, so as beautiful as this car is, no point in me having it for nothing. Whoa. This is so nice in here. Just needs a bit of heat, really. It's freezing. So yeah, there's the kit over here. I need to do a little bit of pulling it out, getting it out of the box. Now I wonder if any of yous noticed that in the garage build, that box was sitting there and had a little idea. Let's set you down and get this one happening. So we have an 11-piece kit. Front bumper, side skirts with side skirt extensions, which is that wee bit here. Show you that in a minute. Full front arch replacement. We've got rear arch overlay and full spoiler and the rear bumper add-on. And then it comes with, I think it's all boxed up again, but it comes with all the mesh. Comes with the Nissan rear brake light for the spoiler. Must use the same rear brake light as like the V3 spoiler would. But yeah, I don't really want to unwrap much more of this because it needs to go back in the box before it goes to body shop. So it's a little badge that means everything. R1 Titan badge with the serial number on it. But even just looking at these pieces, you can actually tell they're really good quality. I've seen loads of fiberglass work and it's usually really rough on the inside, but you know, everything's been trimmed really neatly. So this bit actually fits over the side skirt, slots in quite tight. But on the original car, when you see them, these are made of carbon fibre, which I think I'll maybe reproduce these in carbon fibre to see how they look. If they look rubbish, then we'll just get them sprayed black and maybe we can put a wrap on it or something, but I would rather these were real carbon fibre, just so that it's kind of legit looking. So yeah, this is the project. This is what my friend Simon at the body shop's got in from, what she probably doesn't know yet, so sorry Simon, but I know you are the man for the job. As I said, the whole car, we're going to keep the same colour white, but I'm going to ask him to paint the full car at the same time, because pearl white is notoriously difficult to colour match. So I'd rather just have it all done. I mean, to be fair, the only thing that he wouldn't be doing was the doors and the roof. So yeah, he'd as well just getting them done anyway. So that keeps the paint line right along the side the same, over the top. But this is it, guys. I'm finally going to have that one car that I thought that is unattainable, you know. Funny story is, as I said, I was wanting to build this car, and when I kind of secured the RS in Japan, I had a wee look for these. I actually contacted Adrian at Torkin, and he got me a price for the genuine kit, but it came with a 6 to 9 month wait time, which was just, that's too long. I want this car built, you know. I was getting impatient, and I thought, no, do you know what? And I ordered a replica kit from Thailand. It's not here yet. It is taking longer, but it was kind of half the price of this one, which I hopefully I've found a buyer for now. But yeah, I bought that, and then probably 2 weeks later, I think it was BHP Imports put this one up for sale, and I was like, by that point I'd spent money on this other one. I was like, oh, I need this, you know, like this needs to be on this car. So I emptied accounts, I moved money around and managed to make it work. And now that once I sell the other kit, yeah, that'll be me kind of back on the straight and narrow money wise. And I just need to save up for the respray. But I'm so excited to see this actually on the car. And then I've already got the, pardon the pun, wheels in motion for the wheels. So once we get them locked in, this car is probably just about complete. A few little touches on the inside, finish the stereo and other things. So yeah, follow me along guys, and thanks for watching. This has been a bit of a long-winded video for me anyway, but I'm very excited. I think you can probably tell that already. This space is just going to look so good with 380 RS at the top and a 380 RS superleggera down the bottom. It's like dreams, mate, absolute dreams, love it. So yeah, follow me along. This episode 1, we'll do a couple episodes getting it painted. If Simon doesn't mind me just filming a little bit here or there, we'll get the body kit sprayed, painted, fitted. Yeah, a couple of videos to go, show you it all getting built. Thanks guys, see you next time.